Namaste and good evening. This is Destiny, and today I have a pretty interesting topic. Got my computer here with me. Let me get up here so I can get comfortable, and I'm gonna go through this video, and I'm gonna share some things that I had a conversation today with two of my employees. We just got on this conversation, and the conversation was about negativity, which that is my assignment. I go around, in my workplace and everywhere I am, wherever I may be, and I'm always like to encourage and motivate people. And when I went into the room, I don't know how we got on the topic, but I just, start sending out words of encouragement and motivation and inspiring words. And we got on talking about negativity. And one of the girls said, "Hey, you're what we need in this room right now. We need to see you because you're always so positive." I said, "That's life." I said, "Life is it's like road signs, We follow the signs and we pay attention to what the signs are, and that way we know we're heading in the right direction. A lot of times we're running toward negativity because we're not paying attention to the signs that is in front of us. And on our journeys, we're constantly moving so quickly and we're not paying attention. And we run across or overlooked many things that's telling us don't go down this path and don't turn this way and do not go back that way or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And that is one of the things that we got into this conversation. And they always saying, "We need you in this room more often. We need," because, I'm going through some things. This one lady said, "I'm going through a lot of things and I need to hear what you're saying. And what you're saying, it makes a lot of sense. And I know it's true. And I know what you're saying is absolutely right. But I need to get to that place so I can be able to receive that. And so I can walk my life out into being a more positive person. And to let the negativity that comes and plays in my head throughout the day, I got to need to learn how to walk away from those signs and turn away from it and turn into the path of being more positive." But anyway, it was a real good conversation, very encouraging, very enlightening to me because, when I speak to others, I'm always addressing me as well, and I'm always helping myself. So I thought on that conversation because both women were talking and both were sharing different things about their lives being so negative and their thoughts are being so negative. Their vibes are very low. They have a lot of negative influences and they allow a lot of negative influences to dominate and control their lives all the time. And they just want to hear a positive outlook, that something that they can really clench themselves into and where they can really hang on to believe that their life did not have to go in that direction, did not have to go toward the sign that was pulling them at a dead end. So we got into a lot of different conversations, and I thought that was very good. And I liked that conversation. And as I was leaving the room, they said to me, "We need you in this room more often. You need to stop by and come see us more often, Not to say it's just a matter of you have to change the way you approach life, the way you see life, the way that you address life. You don't have to answer to anything that is negative. You have the power within you. You have the control over your life to allow whatever that the Creator, your God, is pulling you toward, that you go with the flow. You don't have to go in the direction of negativity or your negative thoughts or the things that people are saying in your life that is not agreeing with your life and you just selling it for less." Anyway, it was a good conversation and I really enjoyed it. This video may be a little long, But I thought about it throughout the day while I was at work, and when I said I get home, it just kept playing in my head. So I said, let me put together some thoughts, and I'll make this video. And I hope and I pray that they will listen to this video, and I pray that those out there, my viewers that run across this video, please pay attention, listen to it, listen to this video, okay? And this video I'm truly, it's going to help you as well. I know, even though when I teaches on certain topics or most of my topics, it's always helping me. It helped me go back into evaluate my life, to look deeper into my life, to be able to corner things in my life, to make sure that I am on the right path. I am doing the right things. I am saying the right things and those kind of things. And let me get into this video. Good afternoon, namaste to everyone out there. This is Destiny, and it is Thursday. Beautiful, beautiful Thursday. And it's October the 17th, 2019. And I just want to start this out and saying, when you finish this video, listen to it very carefully. Comment, please. Just let me know if this video really helped. If you like the video, you can hit the like button. If you want to get future notifications about the videos that I will produce at later times, hit the bell notification as well. So let's start here. Pay attention to the road signs in your own real life. And that is going to be the topic. Pay attention to the road signs in your own real life. And I'm going to read, you probably see the view from the my mural sitting over here. And I have my video right here in front of me. And I have my computer. Because this is going to be a little long and it's going to go deep. Have the patience with me. We're going to get it out there. My dear, beautiful souls, my two beautiful friends that I talked to today, I hope you're listening to this video. I hope you pay very close attention. I hope that you are hearing everything that this message is going to bring out to you today. Grab onto it. Hold on to it. This is a continuation of the talk that we had today. And I'm truly blessed because the universe puts me in those places that I may speak encouragement, motivation, and that's my job. I am a life enthusiast, I'm a motivator, and I am an encourager, and my assignment on this earth to encourage and inspire and motivate people to become their greater and higher self, moving them away from their subconscious state of mind so they can grow into their higher self. Again, pay attention to the road signs in your life. Road signs are a great way to alert drivers to upcoming obstacles and changes to the roadways. And we all know, we are drivers, we always know that we see road signs all the time. And so that's what they're there for. Signs can communicate to you that you are on a dead-end street, a detour sign, stop sign, yield sign, animal crossing sign, pedestrian sign, a U-turn, dead end, or caution signs out there. There are speed humps, what they call speed bump signs, uneven surface signs, left turn, right turn, exhale, which y'all may not know, but there's a signs out there that say exhale, which means you can accelerate now. It means you're going at a higher and a faster speed. Also, there are signs that will say you should slow down as there is construction ahead. And there are also signs that say you should get into the left lane as the right lane will end soon. There are so many different road signs out there, and we a lot of times don't pay attention to the road signs out there that will direct us in the path that we are driving But also there are road signs in our real life that the universe, they are sending out signs, synchronicities, warnings, and messages. We just don't pay attention. We just don't look, stop, look, listen, and we don't do anything, but we just keep going with this fast speed in life because everybody's in a rush to get to where they gotta go. Nothing's important, but most of the time it's me. I gotta arrive at that occasion so they know that I am here. They can see me, and it doesn't matter how I get there. If I get there because I overdrove too fast, or because I went through a stop sign, or went through a traffic light or yield sign, or whatever. I just want to get there so I can be the spotlight. Anyway, road signs could be a help outside of your vehicle too. You drive your own life as well as driving your car from point A to point B. If there were signs to indicate major life events or any obstacles and which decisions were best for you, life could just get a little bit easier for you. Or could it? That's the question I just posed. Pay attention to the road signs in your own real life. There are messages every day coming toward us. There are signs, even though these signs out here, or these road construction signs, these different signs out here that we see on the streets as we're driving, those signs you can take it and turn around to your life. That the universe is putting those signs in front of you, not as you're driving, but for your personal, your own real life situation, to let you know that you needed to make a U-turn, that you need to go back. But we constantly plowing ourselves and we moving toward things so fast that we don't even give a thought. Am I on the right path, or should I need be going down this road? You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about the hurdles. Many roads have speed humps, and people call them speed bumps, that are designed to force drivers to slow down. Speed humps are placed on many residential streets, parking lots, and school areas. There may be people walking or a child playing in the area, so slowing down your car is an important safety measure. So what about the speed humps that exist in our real life? You have the highs or great moments when you celebrate a graduation, a birthday, or a raise at your job. There are so many high moments that you can celebrate in life. But there are lows as well as there are high moments in our life. There is this layoff from your job, which is a low moment. The realization that your dog will have to be put down, that's a low moment. And the day you have to go on welfare, that will be a very low moment for many. And every life has its ups and its downs. It has its ins and its outs, its rights and its wrongs, and all those dualities. The hurdles can also be called emotional speed humps. And all the negativity that you drive around with each day will bring you to your ups and your downs, your highs and your lows, your rights and your wrongs, and so forth, and on and on and on and on, so forth. That's the way life goes. But it's how you navigate your life. Are you on that road toward negativity, where all your thoughts is just out of the window and whatever, I'm not doing this right, I'm never doing this right. All those negative thoughts, and you allow other people to put negative thoughts, and you're receiving their negative thoughts, and now you're walking more into their negativity, and you're adding that to what the negative thoughts you already have in your life. Hey, we have choices. We have choices in our lives. These hurdles and things and these bumps in our life. As we drive our cars out there and we go and we run across these different signs, life sends those signs. It's telling you need to slow down. Pay attention. Stop, look, and listen. Stop, looking, listen. Slowing down your car, slowing down your mind, slowing down your activity that is always constantly pulling you in and out during the day. Could be a safety measure. It's trying to get you to a place where you need to be. That you're so far from because you allow negativity to pull you away from the positive things of life. And you're no longer seeing positivity. All you're seeing is negative. All you speak is negative. All you receive from other people's words is negative, and you build it into your own life. And you're just like, okay, you just keep driving. You're driving with the blindfolders on. You're driving with your ears plugged, and you're not listening. So what about speed humps and these speed bumps? Because they do exist in your real life as well. And you have the highs or the great moments when you just want to celebrate life. And that's what life is all about. So these hurdles can also, like I said, they can be your emotional speed humps and all the negativity that you drive with each day. The moment you wake up, the moment you sit up in that bed, the first negative thought you come to your mind, that's the thing that you dress yourself in. You get up in, I ain't going to have a good day. Things are not going right for me. I'm not feeling good. I'm sick. I don't even look good today. I looked really horrible. Those are negative thoughts. And you never allow a positive thought to enter into your mind because you're constantly throwing out the negative thoughts, and whatever you throw out negative is going to come back to you in the way that you threw it out. All your high moments could take you to this higher level, and you can have yourself and achieve the most greatest and the best day of your life. You done pull that and snatch that from under you because you woke up in that negative mood. You get up with it, you get out your bed, you get dressed with it, you sit down and eat your breakfast with it, and you ride out into your car with it. And there's a sign saying, take a U-turn, go back, go home, redress your mind, redress yourself, your thoughts, and then you change your negative patterns, your negative habits, and your negative way of thinking. Put on that positive, happy thoughts and believe that you and the universe together got this. Your situations, your problems, they are not bigger than your God, your universe. Imagine if you could see the bright yellow speed humps or speed bump road signs just before your employee calls you into his office or her office to have a talk or discussion about the end of your position. Just imagine you could see all this before it really happened. The sign could notify you that a life-changing event is going to occur. You would have time to prepare for what is to come. Perhaps you have time to write a report before the appointment with your supervisor. If we could only see these things before they come into our lives, then we can have the option now, okay, should I change my patterns? Should I change the way I think or the way I'm seeing things? But a lot of times we can't see them because we're so constantly plugged in our minds and our lives with such negative thoughts and thinking, and we're constantly so busy and wired to everything in life that is pulling us in every direction but right, that we just can't see it because our mind is so crowded with so much going through our heads all the time. And like I said, most of it's negative. So imagine the report knocks your employee's socks off. That, oh, how good it is. Because you had time to prepare it. You saw this coming. You saw all of these things coming, and you knew that it was going to be a good place. So I had to impress my boss. So you saw it coming, so you took your time and you stopped. And you sat down and you wrote the best report that you ever could have written. And your boss was so impressive. Your boss, he just nods at it and he gives you a firm handshake and he says, you are valuable. You're such a valuable asset to the team. And now when they're thinking of letting you go, they are hanging on to you. No, we got to keep you. You're part of the team. You are good. Your job is safe here. So you had a warning to prepare for the low point ahead of you so you can avoid any negative situation or any bad thing that was going to come to your direction. So you cleared the speed hump safely and you got over it. So, thanks to the warning provided by the sign. If it wasn't for signs, a lot of times we walk right into the biggest mess that we could possibly ever walk into, and we can really have a messed up life, and things will be a whole lot worse than we could ever imagine. But that's why signs are pointed out there for us to view, to look at, to pay attention, to take seriously notice, so we can change the patterns or the journey or the path that we are on, so we can get off that negative road or off that danger road into a path that is safe for us. Caution signs. I know we see a lot of caution signs out there as well. As you drive past a bright orange sign that begins with the word caution, you'll likely read the rest of the message as you slow down on the roadway. Your response appropriately will be depending on the rest of the words on the sign. You might turn around, you might slow down, or you just may continue or change lanes to avoid the drilling happening on the road ahead of you. You use common sense when you follow the guidelines of the sign, but if you don't follow the guidelines and you just out there for the joyride, or you out there in la la land because you're not paying attention, you're all caught up on everything and anything in life that really is not important, you're going to miss the important signs in your life. Do you have the common sense in your real life to stop and pay attention? Do you have the same common sense in your real life than you would if you're out there on the road, you saw these signs, to stop and pay attention? Some people will turn a blind eye to negative situations. They do it all the time because it comes so easy to them. So as a man thinks, so he becomes. And whatever that you put out there, whether it's negative, positive, whatever, it's going to come back to you the way you put it out, and in the worst form, matter of fact. So we turn our eyes to these blind situations in life, because now we don't program our minds so much to believe that we can't do anything right, that we are not made to be our perfect being, that we are never good enough. So, do you replace the negative events with positive events by addressing these negativities? Many people choose to turn away from scenes or signs that they do not want to see, so they can go on living in an artificial world, so they can go on living an artificial life. For example, a person walks past the homeless person, a man or woman, whoever, who just asked him or her for some spare change, and they just ignores the person. There is no acknowledgement of this man at all, or this woman, or this person at all. You don't even turn your ear, your eyes, or your attention, or your focus toward that person's need of what they're asking. And if the same person was a road sign, his or her words might read, caution, stop and pay attention. There is a discrepancy between the rich and the poor people in our country. I am in need. Pay attention. I seriously need your help. Are you paying attention to the real signs? Are you always navigating yourself into a direction where you always can be your own free self? And you're all about you, and you're always thinking about what your needs are. People who ignore warning signs in their real lives often apply the strategy that it is easier to look away than to deal with the problems directly. And if the problems are ignored long enough or ignored enough times, they will magically go away, but they don't. They don't. It may seem like they disappear because you're not no longer standing in the face of that situation, but it's going to approach you again and again, and maybe again and again. And a lot of times, like I said, the universe will keep bringing things back to us over and over again until we finally get it right. and we finally get it right. And the universe is out there saying, caution, caution. There is a discrepancy. There is a discrepancy between the way we think and the way we see things and the way things actually is in life. And we are constantly ignoring the signs. Often that is not what happens to most of us a lot of times. We just, like I said, we just caught up in our own land, in our own little la-la world. And we are constantly ignoring the most important things in life. And the problem can become worse in the interval periods of our lives because we constantly keep putting it off. And a lot of times when we ignore warning signs, trouble is the next thing to really follow behind it. Serious trouble. So let's talk about the full speed ahead signs. Full speed ahead. There are other road signs communicate messages to drivers without any words needed. There's this yield sign that's symbolized by an inverted triangle, and there are the slanting strikes on the other side of another sign that tell you on which side to pass. And sometimes there is even a blinking yellow light attached to a sign to make it so sure that it catches your attention. But did you see it? Did you see the blinking yellow light? Your mind so full of negativity, your mind so caught up in yourself, your mind so caught up in your ego stage of thinking. You're so caught up into your own life, into your own hurts, your own pities, that you want to just plow right over everything. So I'm saying, take a moment to ponder if in real life you came across any of these signs. What would your first response be? Forget the exhale, because there is that exhale sign. I don't know if you ever seen it, but it means exhale. It means to accelerate ahead. And a lot of times people might see that exhale sign, the first thing they think that that's the company, because there is a company called Excel. It's a telecommunication company. First thing that comes to your mind, oh, that's the name of a company. But instead of knowing, it's a warning sign that means full speed ahead. And in one aspect of your life, that may be what you need to do. Pick up speed. Fight or flight. You need to get out of here. There's a situation that is not very good at the place that you're headed. You need to pick up speed and move on. But we just go in at our own little pace and speed. And the universe is saying, exhale, get out of there, quick. They're trying to get you out of a dangerous place, out of a place of hurt, out of a place of being needed. Perhaps you just went out on a first date. I'm just using some scenarios here, okay? Just using some scenarios. And you had a great time with a particular person on this date. And you seen the sign could be just the nudge that you need to ask him or her out for a second date. See, these signs, like I said, a lot of times they mean totally different things. And we might be driving and maybe meanings. There are meanings to these signs while we are driving, these road signs. But there may be, because these road signs is a personal message to our own real life. So you went on a date and you had this great time with this person. You all really hit it off really good. And you really enjoyed each other. And you all had such a great time. And maybe that's sending you a sign saying, hey, maybe I need to pay attention and spend more time with this person. So perhaps the sign will keep you from nervously wondering if this person is right for me. Is this relationship a healthy one? And you would have confidence that you are headed in the right direction if you just pay attention to the signs. As you saw the sign that blatantly told you to excel. So the sign is telling you excel. So it possibly could tell you that this person is right. This person is a healthy person to be in your life. It will be a healthy relationship. So it's telling you to move ahead. move ahead with quick speed. So, like I said, signs does sometimes, like I said, the universe will send us signs. We just gotta pay attention. Let's talk about the stop sign. That stop sign, in contrast to the Excel sign, that is that stop sign. And as a driver, you pull your vehicle up to a gradual stop before the stop sign. And you look then to your right, and you look to your left, and you may look over your shoulders to your blind spot. If safe to proceed, then you will drive in a particular direction. But if you don't pay attention to the stop sign, you can run straight on through the stop sign, and it could be a collision in the intersection. That's the same way with your real life. You're running straight through stop signs, and universe is telling you to stop. No, put your brakes on quickly. No, but you're not paying attention. And that's why we are running through so many collisions in life, and we are bumping heads with a whole lot of things and a whole lot of people, because we have not paid attention to the stop signs of the universe. So, do you perceive the same way in your real life? Sometimes when people have to make a decision, they do not always stop and look at all the possibilities before making a final decision. The expression, jump in, feet first, comes to mind. Well, you go all the way in sometimes. You go for it and you just throw yourself into the decision without giving an abundance of thought to the implications of the decision. Is this going to be the right decision for me, the right choice for my life at the right time? Am I making this choice at the right time in my life with the right people? You never give a thought. It's just whatever feels good, I do it. Whatever makes me look good, I'm going to do it. Be careful. That sign's out there saying stop. Pay attention. Pay attention. The results can be magnificent, but it also can be hurtful to you, and also can become very hurtful to others. Perhaps that home business that you started on a whim is now headed into a bankruptcy, as you did not plan to set aside enough savings. Now you and your family are facing financial hardships because you did not pay attention to the signs. It was telling you to stop. You need to go and take care of some things first before you jump into the area that you are in now. Perhaps the appearance of a stop sign could have been a bright red reminder to you that there are steps needed to prepare for starting your home business. A stop sign could certainly give you a wake-up call if you are headed down any type of destructive path in your life. You could take a moment just to stop, look around you, and get your feet positioned firmly back on the ground.